Hi, welcome back. Today we're diving into the next great Hermetic principle from the Kabbalion, the principle of cause and effect. The text tells us every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Most of us live as if life is a series of lucky breaks or tragic accidents. We use the word chance to describe the things we can't explain. But the Hermetists argue that chance doesn't actually exist. It's just a name we give to a law we don't yet understand. Now, think about your life for a second. Are you the one moving the pieces, or are you a piece being moved? The Kabbalion uses a powerful metaphor here, the chessboard of life. The chessboard of life. Most people are moved about like pawns. They are effects of their environment. They react to heredity. Oh, that's just how my family is. Suggestion. Doing what society or media tells them to do. Moods. Letting a rainy day or a rude comment dictate by their entire internal state. When you live this way, you are the effect. You are being played by the wills and desires of others. Now, let's get real about how we actually spend our days. The Kabbalion says that most people are like pawns on the chessboard of life. Now, what does a pawn do? It moves because a hand pushes it. It has no say in the strategy. It's just reacting to the pieces around it. Most of us think we're in control, but if you look closer, we're often just effects. I want you to think about it. You wake up, you check your phone, and you see an annoying email. Suddenly, you're angry. That email is the cause, and your anger is the effect. You go to work, a coworker makes a snide comment, and your confidence drops. The comment is the cause. Your insecurity is the effect. You're being moved by your environment, by your physical cravings, by what's trending on social media, and even by your DNA. You're essentially a leaf in the wind, thinking you're choosing which way to fly, but really, the wind is making all the decisions. But here's where the mastery comes in. The Hermetists say you don't have to stay a pawn. You can become a mover. A mover is someone who realizes that while they can't stop the law of cause and effect, they can choose which plane they want to play on. Instead of letting a bad mood happen to you, you step back. You observe the mood. You say, I see this feeling trying to move me, but I'm going to choose a different cause. You decide to focus on a higher goal or a better thought. When you do that, you stop being the one who is pushed and start being the one who pushes. You start to use the law. You realize that every thought you hold and every action you take is a seed or a cause that must produce a result. If you don't like the effects in your life, your stress, your relationships, your career, stop looking at the effects. Look at the causes you are setting in motion in every day. The master isn't someone who has magic powers to break the rules of the universe. The master is simply someone who has decided to stop being played by the world and has finally decided to play the game. If you're listening to this, I know you're committed to growth, but there is a massive difference between consuming information and implementing it. I work one-on-one with listeners who are ready to stop the guesswork. My coaching is designed to help you show up and develop excellence habit by stripping away the noise and focusing on high-impact action. Yes, I'm not just a voice in your ear. I'm the person in your corner holding you accountable to the vision you have for yourself. If you want to cut the learning curve in half this year, apply for a coaching spot at my Instagram at Dessy Decoded. DESSY DECODED. I'll see you there. But here's the wealth of Hermetic knowledge in the text mentioned. There are different planes of causation. The masters, those who understand this law, don't try to escape the law entirely. Nothing escapes it. But they learn how to rise above the ordinary plane. By mentally rising to a higher plane, you dominate your moods, your character, and your environment. You stop reacting and start initiating. You move from being the pawn to being the mover. To play the game of life instead of being played by it, you must stop being a tool of the principle and start using it. The masters obey the laws of the higher planes, but they rule on their own plane. They choose the causes they set in motion, knowing exactly what effects will follow. Your challenge for this week: the next time you feel swept away by a bad mood or an external circumstance, I want you to ask yourself, am I being a pawn or a mover right now? Choose a new cause. Choose a higher plane. And thanks for listening to Self-Talk by Dessy Rinika. Until next time, we are going to explore the gender principle. Stay conscious, lovers. Bye.